Hello everyone, and welcome to my The Bachelor Buzz News channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. After falling in love on the dating show, Golden Bachelorette stars Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple are eager to spend Christmas together. One of the 24 eligible bachelors that were introduced to leading Lady Joan stood out. Chock had the first one-on-one date of the season after making an impression with his unique chock-a-noodle soup. During this wonderful date at Disneyland, he and Joan's love flourished. The two soon discovered they were a good fit. Joan and Chock are similar in their romantic pasts, humor, and qualities. The pair talked about their future while expressing their sympathy for the suffering caused by losing a spouse to an incurable illness. Few viewers were shocked when Joan decided to make Chock her lifelong mate at the Golden Bachelorette Season 1 finale. The audience dissolved when Chock knelt down. The pair has been openly updating fans on their relationship since the finale aired. Their family's Christmas plans are the subject of their most recent postings. Until the show's conclusion, Joan and Chock didn't discuss their relationship. The couple joyfully posted their happy updates shortly after this last episode verified their status. Just one day after the finale, Chock revealed the engagement photos. Updates since then have been regular and extremely favorable. As they smile in their photos, the couple appears to be happier than ever. Several postings have addressed Joan and Chock's living conditions as they prepare to move to New York together. For the new loves, Soho seems to be the perfect place. Numerous news sites have posted on the couple's Instagram, indicating that they have been candid about their future plans. There is no doubt that Joan and Chock are inseparable, even though they can be found wherever from their engagement celebration to New York. On the show, the couple insisted that family comes first, and they appear to be sticking to this viewpoint. They have brought their loved ones together for significant events, even though they both took time off to visit their families separately. Joan famously talked about their worlds colliding when Chock's children arrived to spend Thanksgiving weekend with her family. With a Golden Bachelorette-themed ornament on their Christmas tree, Joan and Chock are now concentrating on their upcoming party. "Our first Golden Christmas" is the caption, which acknowledges the custom ornament creator at Caddis Layton Lettering. Joan and Chock told Parade magazine that they plan to celebrate Christmas as a multi-family gathering. The two demonstrate their enthusiasm in this interview by discussing their shared holidays and cooking responsibilities. Fans can anticipate receiving updates from the soon-to-be newlyweds about their party on Instagram. The couple conquered all odds, despite the fact that love can be difficult to discover, particularly on television. As early as their initial introductions on the Golden Bachelorette, Joan and Chock clicked. By the conclusion, it was obvious that the couple was a great fit. The couple conquered all odds, despite the fact that love can be difficult to discover, particularly on television. In the near future, devoted fans might expect a wedding ceremony. As the Bachelorette Season 16 lead, Claire Crawley, did, Golden Bachelorette star Joan Vassos should have finished her season early because she fell in love with Chock Chapple at the start of hers. After just 12 days, Claire departed her season after becoming engaged to Dale Moss after falling deeply in love. It was interesting that Claire made new ground on the show by leaving early with the man she loved rather than spending time dating the other men, with whom she knew she didn't see a future, even though they eventually broke up. Tayshia Adams assumed control of The Bachelorette Season 16 following Claire's departure. Now that it's clear that Joan, a 61-year-old Rockville, Maryland, private school administrator, knew early in her season that she was in love with Chock, a 60-year-old insurance executive from Wichita, Kansas, it would have been preferable if she had followed Claire's example and ended her Golden Bachelorette season early as well. Claire made a very sensible choice, despite the fact that it was highly contentious at the time. In the real world, people don't date 25 to 30 people at once if they find someone they like and believe could be the one. After their first date, Joan ought to have left the Golden Bachelorette Season 1 with Chock for the following reasons. One of the many memorable times Joan and Chock spent together on the Golden Bachelorette was their first date at Disneyland, where they confided in one another about the devastating losses they had suffered in their lives. While Chock's 9-year fiancée, Kathy, died of brain cancer in 2022, Joan lost her husband of 32 years, John, to pancreatic disease in 2021. When Chock's mother died during the play and he had to leave for a while, it was one of the most pivotal events in their relationship. Joan was thrilled and pleased when he returned, even though she wasn't sure whether he would. When Chock remained by Joan's side during the bowling group date, the other guys realized for the first time how close they were. It was clear at that time that Joan wanted to remain near him, even if they remarked that he was being possessive during the date. Joan went to a memorial event for his mother, where they planted a tree in her honor, while Chock was on his hometown date. They grew closer as a result of this. At the conclusion of the date, Chock declared his love for Joan. After the show, Chock told Joan that he wanted to move to New York City with her and gave her a heart-shaped keychain on their last date. The only man Joan said "I love you" to during the season was Chock, whom she ultimately decided to choose. She accepted his proposal, and they are now searching for a New York City apartment. They will also continue to live in Kansas and Maryland. 6 months after their June 1st date, Joan and Chock went to Disneyland in a video posted on Instagram in December 2024. Joan exclaimed, "We are back at Disneyland," as the video opened. "And our very first date took place here. I genuinely fell in love with Chock there. This is where all the magic happened," Chock continued. "We've returned to Disneyland. And our very first date took place here. In fact, it was there that I fell in love with Chock." In addition to being Joan and Chock's first date, it was also Joan's first date of the season. Perhaps it would have been better if she had waited until the conclusion of her season to date all of the other men, as she now seems to have known from the start that she would choose Chock, just like Claire. It is also possible, though, that Joan was unaware that she had fallen in love with Chock in Disneyland until after she had dated the other men and gone through the entire Golden Bachelorette experience. In order to be certain about Chock, she may have also wanted to investigate her feelings for other guys. Joan earned the complete Golden Bachelorette experience after leaving Jerry Turner's Golden Bachelor season early to deal with a family emergency. But if she had finished her season earlier, she could have spent even more time with Chock. One of the key points that is made clear in each season of the Bachelor franchise is that, while certain customs are followed in each season, they are not necessary. Since they are the ones who define the tone for their seasons, host Jesse Palmer has told numerous leads that there are no rules. The most stunning of these was when Claire blew up the Bachelorette, as former presenter Chris Harrison called her, and left with Dale after 12 days, 4 episodes, concluding her season after 12 days, even though most seasons follow the same pattern. Joan could have handled the matter as she desired because there were no restrictions during her Golden Bachelorette season either. Mark Anderson, Jordan Heller, Jonathan Roan, Keith Gordon, and runner-up Guy Gansert were among the guys who fell deeply in love with Joan over the season. Perhaps Joan should have simply left the Golden Bachelorette with Chock sooner if she had been in love with him the entire time, even if she had the right to investigate her feelings for these men. The leads in Bachelor franchise shows are frequently ambivalent over their final two. Jerry from The Golden Bachelor was one such character, divided between Teresa Nist and Leslie Fima. But it was refreshing to know that Joan felt positive about Chock. She actually chose to tell Chock just, "I love you," on purpose. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.